Week 9 battle of the YCL. We are going up against Harry and his Sydney Star Raptors. We played Harry last season and we got 6-0'd. And I'm sure he remembers that because I do. So let's go ahead and see what he's bringing this time. He brought Berserker, nice. Okay, I didn't expect that. Berserker's his Steel type and it's his only switch into normal type moves outside of Drifloom. So I'm actually like not super shocked that it came, although I don't think he's brought it yet this season. Everything else kind of makes sense. No Hydra is the only big thing that he brought over that he didn't see. But we're just going to lead with Balloon Take a Ton. We can basically get up rocks against a lot of stuff, and because we have Mold Breaker, we can get up rocks on the Espeon. No Hydra is nice. No Hydra means that because he doesn't have, because he doesn't have Hydreigon, that I guess Shadow Ball looks a little bit better, although he's got Blissey. Berserker should be kind of annoying. I don't have super great long-term switch-ins to its moves, although Orthworm does a pretty good job of walling reliably. Bundle's going to be a pain. I don't really have any good switch-ins to Bundle. I've got specially defensive Dudunsparce, but like that's it, because Freeze Dry just runs through me, and Orthworm is such low Fizz Def that I'm just not going to do great long-term. But other than that, I should be okay. Orthworm does fine into Lando, unless he's sub-bulk up with something like Superpower or Brick Break, because I'm immune to his ground-type stab. What's he going to lead with? Magneto. That's going to be the... Oh, something new. Alright, it's the Berserker. Okay, I don't even know, like, completely what moves this gets. I think it gets Knockoff, U-Turn, Steely Spirit. Against this, we're just going to get up rocks. We could also Fake Out. Start to get a little bit of chip on this. What's he going to do here? He could... So nothing wants to really take a Gigaton Hammer except for this. So I'm going to go ahead and get up rocks. I mean, the most he can do to me is just Iron Head me. But we're faster because he's not Choice Scarfed. So our rocks are up. I don't think he brought any removal. Iron Head. That's going to do a decent amount. That does a lot. Berserker is strong. Okay. So is that like super offensive? It probably is. Against this, so does anything on our team want to take a Steel move? I mean, Earthworm does it okay. What's this good for? This is good for Chip. What I don't want to have come in is the Bundle. But I think we can go into Orthworm here and just scout a little bit. If he goes for Iron Head again, it's not going to do much. If he goes for U-Turn, it's going to be alright too, yeah. Okay, so that does 26 damage. What's his Body Press switch? It's Clef, right? Or it's Clef or Espeon. He's also got the Lando. So there are a lot of things that kind of switch into this fine. He's probably going to go into... If I had to guess... So he thinks that I'm going to go for Body Press or Steel move. So into that, his switch is going to be Lando. Against Lando, I could double. What's good into Lando? Dragapult? I'm just going to Heavy Slam. I think he'll probably switch out. I would expect Lando... Okay, so he stays in. Does about 20% on a crit. Okay. Post-combat, it's going to do a lot. Does this leave me weak to Lando if I lose this? What do I need this for? This is good against Landorus, but I've got Zarude, I've got Quackable, I've got stuff that deals with that. This was for the Landorus, and that's kind of it. So maybe I should just go for another... This time, is he going to go for... Is he going to switch into the Landorus this time? I'm going to go for Body Press. He might not know that I have it. If he goes into like the Clef, that'd be a good play. It's probably going to be Lando. Landlord, that's the Lando. Nice play. I should have gone for rest. Intimidate. Can he kill me here? We're like max phys def. That looks like an offensive set. Leftovers? Okay. I don't know if he can kill us here. So let's just check real quick. If he's max physical attack Lando, I don't know if he actually can kill us here. Let's see. Because the most he could do to us is Brick Break. And he could definitely Brick Break here. So our Earthworm, should put this in the calc earlier. So level 50, knock, Brick Break, just up to 54 damage. So he could definitely kill us here. What do I want to do? This is a little bit of a tough turn. Because he could just go for a fighting move and kill me. I'm going to rest and hope he goes for U-turn. This Earthworm's not going to do much, I don't think. Yeah, so he is sub. I was worried he was going to be sub. I think unless he's sub taunt, we should be okay. I wonder if he's going to be super power. Let's see. So we're going to wake up with our Chesto Berry. So he's sub leftovers. Probably bulk up. Although we could be Swords Dance. He's trying to get me with another set. I remember what happened last season when he brought the Sandaconda. So we're going to go for an Iron Defense here. He's probably going to be bulk up, right? Yeah, he's bulk up. All right. So we're Iron Defense. I think we should be okay in this interaction because we will get to +6 faster than him. And our body press scales off our phys def. He wins this in the long term because he's got leftovers and we just used our Chesto Berry. But if he's superpower, he's going to lower his attack and his defense every time he goes for a move. So we're +2, he's +1/+1. Does body press break the sub here? So Landorus, body press. If he's max HP, body press doesn't break the sub. If we're at +4 and he's at +2, then body press also doesn't break the sub. So do we need to be at +6? Let's see, if +6 body press still doesn't always kill the sub, which is super annoying. But I don't know what he can do back to us. So that being said, we're going to go for another Iron Defense. So he's going to be sub bulk up. He's got to be Earthquake. And then his last move is what? I feel like it has to be something to hit this. So it's got to be Superpower or Brick Break. Because if it's knockoff, that's not going to do anything. And if it's U-turn, then this just wins against this set anyway. But either way, we'll get to +6. And then we'll see what we do here. If we don't break sub, it's going to be super annoying. And we're probably going to have to sacrifice this to the Landorus. So he's Brick Break. It shouldn't do too much. The problem is that he's gonna go back to full. But now we're at basically the strongest that we're ever gonna be because we're at +6 and he's at I think +2/+2. Suppose we can check. So he's at +2/+2, and we're at +6. So let's go for our body press here. This should always break sub, I think. Because if he's max HP, are we? Oh, we're intimidated, aren't we? But it doesn't matter. So this should always break sub. Unless he's like max physical defense. And if he is, then well played to him. So we're down to 99. The only problem here is that eventually he's going to get us to the point where if he continues to sub, this breaks sub, right? It does break sub. Okay, I hope it always breaks sub. If it doesn't always break sub, that would be a problem. But I think we can always end this interaction with him not behind a sub, which is what we want. The problem is that we need to then go into Dragapult to revenge kill this. And I don't know if we have another option other than that, because I think Quackavolt, because this Landorus is now at +2. Won't kill. And he's faster anyway, which is a problem. So I think we basically have to sit here clicking body press until we die and hope he doesn't have a crit. I hope he doesn't get a crit. So he's sub bulk up, brick break, and then probably earthquake. So he's going to switch out. What's he going to go into Blissey? It's going to be the clef, right? Yeah, Wanda. So this is a +6 body press. This is actually going to do a decent amount of damage. Oh, unless it's unaware. Yeah, it's unaware. Okay. Of course it's unaware. So he's helmet, unaware. That's probably Fizz Def. Heavy Slam is not going to do very much to this, is it? It actually does about half. I wonder if I could go for another Heavy Slam. Would he switch out here? What's the switch to this? Bundle? I mean, he could go back into the Lando. That would be a nice play. I kind of want to go for another body press. Like, he knows that I could click Heavy Slam here, right? I'm going to click body press. I think he's going to go back into the Landorus. He flamed. Oh, he's faster anyway. Okay, that makes sense. So we're going to die. Orthworm, kind of doing Orthworm things, which is not much. All right, what do we do now? This is faster, and nothing wants to take a Gigaton Hammer. I think this is our chance to get Tinkaton in to do something. Because his best switch into this is going to be the Berserker. I'm going to knock off. I don't think he's staying with this Clef. I think he's going into Berserker. And we can knock off whatever item he is. It could be like Expert Belt. He could just be something like Metal Coat. Whatever that steel boosting item is. Harry's team is really annoying. I'm not looking forward to playing him if I have to rematch in the playoffs. See who switches out. He's going to go back into Berserker, I think. I would be surprised if it wasn't. Yeah, Magneto. That's the Berserker. So we're going to get a knockoff on this, see whatever item it was. Takes rocks. Berserker is unironically good in this matchup. AV. Okay, that's nice. That's actually pretty good for something I wanted to get rid of. What's my switch in now to steel moves plus close combat? I don't really have anything. This, kind of. I mean, I'm just going to go for Gigaton Hammer. I'll be faster. And then he should kill me with Iron Head. And I think that'll allow us to go into the Dragapult. Or into Quackable, actually. Gigaton should put this in range of Aqua Star. Probably. Well, now it definitely will, because his Fizz Def is lower. So this is kind of the situation that we wanted. We could also potentially go into Zarude. Let's look at what he has. So he's got all 6 Mons left, but his what is this thing called? Berserker is already pretty low. So if we go into Zarude and we just immediately go for Swords Dance. No, he's going to stay in close combat us. I'm going to go into Quackable and click Aqua Step. Because his switch into this is Bundle. Right? His water plus anything stab switch in is Bundle, but then Bundle. I don't have close combat on this. Oops, that's a mistake. It's definitely supposed to have close combat. Whatever. Let's go for Aqua Step. Is this even the right Quackable? Who knows? But I definitely wanted close combat, although the Hydra's not here. So here comes the Clef. Is this going to be a 2-hit KO with rocks? Let's see. Hopefully. Close. Very close. Well, we have to go for it here, I think. Do we? Yeah, we have to go for it. If this kills, we're in a little bit better position. It means that Shadow Ball, if we can get rid of the Blissey, is much freer. Not having close combat, by the way, is enormously problematic for Blissey. I did not want to have U-turn here. But I think we can kill Blissey with our Dudunsparce, if we get that in. And obviously, +1 Quackable Aqua Step is still doing a good amount to Blissey. But it would have been nice to have close combat. If we can kill this, then we're going to be at +2 speed, which means we basically are faster than everything in his team outside of Booster Energy, Speed, Iron Bundle. And being able to kill the Clef would be super cool. If he sacks this, I think he has to go into... I'm not even sure, because it's tough for him because... Let's see if this kills first. Does this kill? It does kill. Great. So Clef's dead. We're not going to get 6-0'd. So take that, Harry. I think we need to win 4-0 to overtake him in the standings. So I don't know if that's going to happen, unless Quackable goes on a sweep of its life without close combat here. But he can't go into bundle here unless it's booster speed, because he has to fear me having close combat. He can't go into Blissey for the same reason. And Lando gets wrecked by Ice Spinner or Aqua Step. So I think Espeon is also tough for him to go into because none of his terrors resist water. So it's a little bit of a tough position for him. Honestly, if I had close combat, I think I might be close to winning, which is kind of funny. But I think he probably needs to like pivot around with Landorus. That's his best shot here. Delibird's in. Is it Booster Energy? Or is it Scarf? Oh, it's Scarf. Okay, so he's going to be Scarf. Or at least I have to act like it's Scarfed. So what is this good for still? So this is still, if I can get off an Aqua Step really good against his team. What can I Aqua Step on? Blissey? The Berserker for sure. Do I have a switch into this? Well, my switch into this is Dudunsparce. Let's go into Dudunsparce here. This has got to be Choice Scarf. Because he can't risk me not... If I have close combat and he's not Choice Scarf, then he just immediately loses his bundle. So I think this has to be Scarf. He goes for Freeze Dry. Doesn't do too much. Ooh, I get Frozen first try. That's unfortunate. So, let's see here. Looks like he has the Serene Grace, not me. Do I need to just go for the Thaw? That sucks. Alright, what's my other option here? I don't really have another option. Does he have any setup options? Yeah, he does. He can go back into the Landorus. This. Let's go for a Body Slam. I always have one free potential unfreeze turn because he either needs to continue to stay in and freeze dry me, in which case this is the best chance I'm ever going to have to defrost it, or he's going to switch out and I have one free turn. Is he going to Landorus? He goes into the Berserker. Okay. So he wants to go for the close combat. If I defrost it, that'd be really nice. I think it's 20%. Oh, I thought. Nice. Luck is on my side, maybe. Is this even going to kill? No. Okay, so I get the Para too. Okay, so I get the little bit of luck back here. That's kind of funny. How much do... So if I go for a bulk up here, how much does Berserker close combat do? So if he's max attack, close combat does about 70%, which means I don't know. I don't think I can afford that. So I'm just gonna go for. He's gonna close combat me, right? I could go into Dragon Ball. No, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna Body Slam. I should be faster, right? Yeah. Sorry about that. The luck kind of reversed itself in one turn. Although the Berserker was never going to do too much for the rest of the game, I don't think. We got our 2 kills, which is nice. So what does he have left? He's got the Landorus, which is fairly healthy. He's got the Espeon, which is at 100%. I feel like I'm forgetting several of his mons. What else does he have? Oh, the Blissey. The Blissey's at full. And then the Iron Bundle. And it's going to be at 50% next time it comes in because of rocks. So against this, I think he has to go Lando. We'll leave Ice Spinner. Vision, that's the Espeon. So this is specially defensive to Dudunsparce. He's going to be Terra Fighting, right? He's going to be Terra Fighting. Does Terra Fighting kill? If Terra Fighting doesn't kill and we get a Paralysis off on this, we're in a really great position. So level 50 Espeon does 91% max if he specs Terra Fighting. So I think we are going to go for it here. Why do I really think he's going to be Terra Fighting? I really want to call that he's Terra Fighting. Would he be Terra Fighting or Terra Fairy against my team? I think he'd be Terra Fighting. Ooh, I really want to go Dragapult. I can't pull the trigger. Trek. Okay, that's fine. Good thing I didn't go Dragapult. Although he's going to be, what, Specs? Mm-hmm. So now I'm going to be locked into Body Slam, which is okay if I can get a paralysis off on the Lando. I paralyze this too. I really like Dudunsparce. Dudunsparce is kind of fun. What's he going to do now? So he's got leftovers. He's Trick, Specs, Terra something. I might not even be faster, but I want to Body Slam again because if the Lando comes in, the Lando risks getting paralyzed immediately. That may be his only chance to kind of win, but he could be going into the Lando here just hoping for the not 60% para. So he will intimidate me. At this point, I think I'm at like, I don't even know what health I'm at. No para this time. And I'm locked into Choice Specs. So he's Earthquake, Brick Break. I am going hard Dragapult on what I expect to either be sub or bulk up. Brick Break, great. Okay, so the Lando knows nothing about what this set is. I don't think he can stay in here. So what can he do? He can go into Blissey, right? Blissey is his best switch into this because the Espeon is paralyzed. The bundle we know is Scarf, but the bundle's not going to want to take more of its health. So if he goes into Blissey, we want a U-turn. If he doesn't go into Blissey, then we want to Shadow Ball. Can we afford to let Blissey come in? So what's Blissey going to do? Blissey's going to get up rocks. I'm going to U-turn. We can always sack something. I think he has to switch. It's going to be Blissey, right? Or is he going to sack the Espeon? Kinder. I think that's Blissey. Yeah, Blissey's in. Is it Boots? It is Boots. Okay. So Blissey's in. Takes about 10%. And now we can go into Quack. And he has to think that we've got close combat here. So if he expects close combat, what's he going to do? He can either sack Bundle, or we can go back into the Espeon or Lando. Either way, our play is knock. I want to knock off something, because knocking off the Scarf from the Bundle or knocking off the leftovers from the Lando would both be incredibly good. And he goes for the Lando, which is great, because now this Lando can't recover anymore, which is absolutely fantastic. I don't even know if he can kill us here. I'm not even sure he can kill us. Because if he's max attack, he definitely can't kill us. So let's go for an Aqua Step, forcing in the Bundle. And I think we can always kill the Bundle with Dudunsparce. So let's go for an Aqua Step. I don't think that he can kill us with Earthquake. I think he needs a crit. Or not. Alright, cool. So the Lando kills the Quackavolt. What if we just go for Power Whip here? So he's going to bulk up. It's pretty low. Nah. So this is locked into Specs. Body Slam. Is this our chance to go Zarude? So Landorus against Zarude. If he's Brick Break. Against the Zarude. Power Whip just immediately kills. So I'm going into Zarude. I think he's got to switch out. And I really want to go for the Swords Dance here, but the problem with that is that Bundle always kills me, right? Because he's Scarfed. So this Adrenaline Orb is not going to be as nice as I thought it would be. But this no item Landorus, will this die to knockoff? 30%? It should. Let's go for a knockoff. I think this should kill. And if he decides to go hard into Blissey, then it loses its boots. I kind of expect him to switch. We do knockoff. It does die. He's going to go into the bundle. Do we live bundle Ice Beam? So if he's just Scarf, which I think he is, Ice Beam to his 99.4% max. I wonder if he's Scarf or Specs. Well, we're definitely going to go for it here. We kill with Close Combat and with Power, but we would go for Close Combat because his alternative is going into the Blissey. Delibird is in. So unless he's Modest, or unless he's a boosting item, this shouldn't kill. The Lando is also out. So if this is not Scarf, then Dragapult will kill this. Do we want to go into the Dudunsparce here? Dudunsparce should never die to this. The worst thing he could do is he could flip turn back into... Well, no. Dudunsparce beats both of these left. So I think I'm going to go for Close Combat here. If my calcs are right, I should not die to this. I should take 99% max. That's if he's no boosting item Timid. And I think he's Scarf, because he played it like it was Scarf when he brought in the Quackable Hard. He goes for Ice Beam, right? We'll have to see if this kills. It doesn't kill. And we do kill the Iron Bundle, and it was Scarf. So we're left with the Blissey and the Paralyzed Espeon. So I think we should be able to clean up this game. If not with the Zarude, then with Coil the Dunsparce. I think getting the Insta-Para, Unpara was nice. Excuse me, the freeze. But yeah, Zarude is definitely putting in more work than I thought this game. And the immediate para with the Espeon was nice on the Espeon with the Dudunsparce. So what's he going to bring in here? So he's going to be slower with Espeon. He's going to bring in Blissey. I think this should just die. So we might end up getting a 3-0. I don't think that's going to be enough to overtake first place from Harry. So if not, congratulations to him on the regular season win. But his team's super scary. Hopefully we are able to close this one out. I really thought he was going to bring Electric. Guess not. Oh, it lives. Okay, cool. So we're going to die here. Basically anything he wants to do is going to kill us. Alluring Voice. Is that the thing that confuses you if you have a stat raise? That's a cool bring, because he probably expected Articuno or something. Let's go for Dragapult. Let's give Dragapult the last 2 kills. And if Dragapult can't do 4% to a Blissey, then GG. But we should be faster than the Espeon too, because it tricked away its choice specs and is paralyzed. So Dragapult should pick up the last 2 kills here. We have the exact same haircut, I just realized. He switches out, okay. He's going to sack the Espeon. And he's going to go back into the Blissey. And that should be game. So we should take this 2-0. I think we'll finish the season 6-2, 7-2. I don't know who we're going to play in the playoffs, but I'm sure it'll be a fun one. But good games to Harry. We ended the season on a little bit of a high note after dropping 2 in a row. It was kind of disappointing, but I enjoyed this match. I'm sure if we play again, Harry will bring some cool sets. Looking forward to seeing it, but that's going to close it out. Elizabeth is going to pick up and clutch out our last 2 kills. We'll take this one 2-0. So yeah, looking forward to seeing his side of the battle. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you soon. Bye.